Hey, awesome youth leaders. I hope you're having an awesome Monday. Hey, listen, today is going to be a little bit longer of a video. Here's why. One, I do need you to know, because I keep seeing it in there, I'm wearing my Back to the 80s shirt because I did a 5K run. Please be proud of me. It was a major accomplishment this past Friday. Me and Pastor Brandon and Pastor Mike and his wife Amy and Andrew, we all ran a 5K as our first one. It was so great. So great. Hey, okay, here's the important things that you need to know. And I told you that this week was going to have a lot of information because I'm getting ready to prepare you for Time Wars. Now, a lot of our team is new. About half of our team is new. Half of our team has been here in years prior where we've done our big small group competition. But the month of October has been a big month for our youth group in years past. Here's why. Man, it's an easy place for students to bring their friends. Man, and that's what we're actually talking about this Wednesday is the fact that our students can bring friends. We're going to make it really easy, and possibly the fact of just bringing your friend for the hopes of a trip or the hopes of a gift or to be a part of a silly game, that will be enough to get somebody in the door to where they can hear about Jesus. Man, that's literally what I'm going to be sharing this week is I'm going to be literally sharing my testimony because I want some of our students who've never heard that, man, I want them to hear what my life was like and what Jesus has done for me and why he's important to all of their friends. Not just the kids that are here, but the kids that are outside of our walls. I mean, I've said many a time, if we filled up our building, if we filled up Spirit Bank Arena, if we filled up every church in the area, there are still thousands of kids that don't know Jesus that are in our area. I want to do everything that I can, short of sin, to get them in the doors of our church. So, Time Wars is where we're going to do that. Man, it's an easy competition where you get points for bringing first-time guests and this year returning guests. Now, I'm going to clarify what some of these things mean because I teach all of our students to look for the loophole when it comes to earning points, when it comes to playing games. I've done my best to eliminate loopholes, but I want you to be in the know if somebody asks questions, and I want you to have all the information that you need. So, here we go. For Time Wars, it is going to be a 5-week competition starting the first Wednesday in October and going until the last Wednesday in October. So 5 straight Wednesdays. That will include 4 Sundays, and there will be places to earn points at each and every one of those places. Now, here's the reason we're calling it Time Wars. In years past, we've made our small group competition line up with the sermon series that our church is doing. So we did Tribe Wars for Moana. Last year, we did Greatest Small Group for the Greatest Showman series. This year, since we're doing our 100-year celebration, we're doing the past, present, and future groups of the past and present and future that were fighting clubs. And here's why. Our messages are going to focus primarily on we are better together. Man, all the groups in history that conquered, that did amazing things, whether they were good or bad, all those teams, all those people, all those groups, all those warring tribes did so because they worked together. There was something about them that made them different than everyone else because they had their people and they had their own thing. So, here's my thoughts, okay? It's Time Wars. We're doing the battle of all of time, so every group is going to be assigned a team theme. You're going to be a warring tribe from the past, present, or future. All right, so there's literally one of our groups is going to be the Space Rangers because that's going to be a thing here eventually. Past, present, or future because we've been going over the past, present, and future of our church. So I'm trying to tie everything in as good as I can, but I just want you to know kind of where our Wednesday nights are headed before I tell you all of the team information. So here is our team information, okay? And before I tell you what team you are going to be on, you're going to be with your small group, so 6th grade group, 7th grade girls, 7th grade boys. All these groups are going to be their own same things, but you're going to be assigned, again, a warring tribe. Here's what I want you to know, okay? And help me with this. All of these tribes have done good things and bad things. They are known for good and bad, okay? But they are memorable, and we're not focusing on the bad. We're focusing on the good things that they can accomplish and focusing on our students working together and that everybody has a place on the team. Everyone has a space in the tribe, okay? So here's what we are going to do. Here it's going to be our small groups breakdown, all right? And I'm going to put this right here on the screen so that you may see it in a moment, but I just want to read them out loud to you. Sorry, Felipe's in here with me. Duck down so I can read these. Okay, so to make things fair, our current 7th grade boys group is our smallest group, and I want this to be fair. So they are going to be paired up with our 6th grade group because they're close in ages, and it will make everything a little bit more fair. I think that we would all agree. But those, because they're our youngest kids, they are going to be our Space Rangers, all right? So 7th grade boys and our 6th grade group are going to be combined to be the Space Rangers. Our 7th grade girls group, which is a pretty substantial group, are going to be the Pirates. Okay, the Pirates. The 8th grade girls are going to be the Ninjas. Ninjas. The 8th grade guys are going to be Knights. And think like knight in shining armor type Knights. Not like darkness. That would be silly. The 9th and 10th grade girls group, so Kaylee Gibson's group, Anna's group, that group, they are going to be the Romans, okay? Some of you are like, I don't even know how to do this. That's okay. Just roll with me. We'll come back to all this. The 9th grade boys are going to be the Samurais, which are different than ninjas, okay? Totally different thing. The 10th grade boys group is going to be the Vikings. The high school girls will be the Cowgirls, all right? Because why not? And then the high school guys will be Gladiators. Now, here's what I know. Here's what I know. Somebody's probably thinking, I don't want to do that. It's okay that you don't want to do that. Here is our job as the leader. Our job is to set the tone, to be the thermostat in our group, and make even a terrible decision that Pastor Brady, throw it all on me, forced you to do, make my bad idea work. Because here's what has happened each and every year. Somebody has been on, I don't like my team color, I don't like this, I don't like my tribe. We were about, somebody doesn't like something, and that's going to happen no matter what. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that we all have a place on the team. Every person, no matter if you're the Romans, well, I don't know, does that mean I got to wear a toga? I don't know. Please don't just wear togas to church. It'll be weird. Whatever you do, I want you to make it fun. Look for ways to make your group into ninjas. If all of the 6th grade group comes dressed as Space Rangers and comes dressed as Buzz Lightyear, I'll be impressed. You make your group awesome. You will. I will give you all the things that I can and help. We're going to give out gift cards again so you can buy supplies for your group. I need you to make your group awesome, though. Come up with a creative idea. Even if you got a lame group, like, oh man, we're just the Vikings. No, make it cool. Go buy Viking helmets for all your students to wear each and every week. Come dressed up. Make wool beards for all of your students. You make your group as awesome as possible. And what's awesome is the level of intensity and passion that you have, even about a silly group name, is going to translate to your students being hyped about bringing their friends to church. The goal is to bring people to church. The goal is not to glorify what any of these groups have ever done. It's to give people a chance to be a part of something, part of a team. The students who are normally outcasted to be a part of something bigger than themselves so that they can win a big prize. Now, here's our prize for this year. We've literally been going back and forth with all of our students over the past couple weeks, all of our leadership students, about what good prize we wanted to do. In years past, we've done Thunder box seats, which was awesome and broke my budget. Last year, we did a fun day trip where we traveled around Tulsa, went to movies, Starbucks, lunch, dinner. We went to main event, bowling, laser tag, all kinds of things. This year, interestingly enough, all of our students have agreed they want to go to, for an all-expenses-paid trip, to the Winter Wonderland setup at Silver Dollar City. Cracked me up that all the students want that, but that's what they want. The tribes have spoken. So that's what we'll be doing, and it will be either November 9th or November 23rd. So there's 2 possible Saturdays that we could go. It will be on one of those 2, and before Wednesday, I will tell you which day it will be. We're trying to lock in tickets and check dates and make sure that everything's good, and we can lock in a bus because we will need one. But it will be one of those 2 days. So just so you know, you can already tell your students, hey, the winning trip will be Saturday, November 9th or Saturday, November 23rd, okay? So that is their big prize that they're competing for. Now, here is how they compete, okay? They're going to be earning points, and each and every Wednesday, this is what's going to be imperative in your group for you to take good notes. Every group has a roster that will be updated every Wednesday during the month of October, because every Wednesday, it's going to have a place for you to check off what each student accomplished. Okay, so we will update your rosters, and you're going to have a lot of guests. So we're going to update it so it's clear and easy to read each and every week, and you're not fiddling through old papers. You're going to have a clear one with your team folder, okay? You need to take good notes and get good information from our students. Tell them the only way they can win, if they're a part of the winning team, is by giving us a good number. So we need a parent's number for their cell number, or their cell phone number, again, but a working number, and make sure we write it down correctly. Here's how they will earn points, and I'm going to put this on the screen as well. The first and most important thing, and the thing that gets you the most points, is a first time at our church guest. Now here's where some students have gotten creative and looked for a loophole. Well, what about my friend who came as a first time guest last year to grade a small group but hasn't been since then? Are they a first time guest at our church? If they are, then awesome. If they are not, they still get points for it, but they get half the points. A first-time guest will get 10,000 points. That's the most of anything that you can get, all right, except for a few offering points, but they're pretty lofty goals. We're getting to those. First-time guest gets 10,000 points. Any returning guest from last year's or 2 years ago's small group competition, or a first-time guest who comes back gets you 5,000 points. So if somebody comes the first night, they get 10,000 right there. Then the other 4 nights they come, they can earn a total of 20,000 more points just by that person attending all 5 Wednesdays. Here's the other thing. Students who bring their Bibles. Man, I want to encourage students to bring their Bibles to church. Now here's one where I always allow a loophole. It's 500 points per Bible. Last year, one of our groups found every Bible that they could and brought a box of about 50 of them. That's fine. They brought a bunch of Bibles to church. I'm proud of them. So 500 per Bible. So if you want to bring every Bible in your house, bless the Lord, get creative. Here's the other one, all right? And this one's a fun new one for this year. Offering. I'm really wanting to stress to our kids, man, I want us to be a giving youth group. I want us to make giving to Speed the Light more of a priority. So to do that, we're going to give away points for offering each week. If a group brings a total within their group of $50 in 1 week, they will get 10,000 points. So the equivalent of one guest. That's pretty solid. And truthfully, for most of our groups, that's about $5 a person. That's not a hard thing to do. I think our kids can do that. If the group brings in $100 total in a week, they'll get 25,000 points. And if by some miracle, some student wants to go out and mow a whole bunch of lawns, and they bring in $250 in 1 week, they'll get 75,000 points. And you could do that each and every week. There's a lot of points in play for giving this year because we want to focus on giving as well. The last one is this. The small group who earned or brings in the most money for Speed the Light throughout the whole month will get to cut and color my hair. So shave it off, paint it pink, shave just a piece of it off, put a design in it, write a weird name, whatever they want, and I will wear it for at least a week. All right, so the group that brings in the most for the whole month will get to do that. Here's the last thing, or last 2 things that they can do to earn points. Team spirit. Man, if you come in wearing your team spirit, and each team will have a team color. Okay, if you had a color team last year, it will be the same. If for like our 6th graders, they'll be getting a team color, which I will give you on Wednesday, and you'll have a new folder to go along with it. If you bring your team color, or you wear a costume that has to do with your team tribe, so pirates, ninjas, knights, Romans, samurais, Vikings, cowboys, or gladiators, if you wear something on a Wednesday night, you get 500 points per person for the people that wear that. So if every kid wears it, awesome. And that's why it'll be important on your roster to check off who wore what, if they brought a Bible, and if they have any guests. The last thing is we will be playing special Time Wars games on Sunday. Okay? Encourage your students to come on Sunday because they can earn points for their team if they come and participate in those games on Sundays, okay? So there will be points awarded, but then we'll be splitting off into our junior high and high school groups for discussions, things like that on Sunday. So I know that this was a lot of information. I know that this video is a little bit longer than normal, about 10 minutes longer than normal, but I want you to be in the know, and I value your time. Man, I don't want you to have to come to another meeting, so please, please, please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any concerns. Let me know if you have any ideas of how we can make this better. But remember, the most important thing is, man, that you make your group exciting. You be passionate about it, even if you couldn't be any less passionate about your group and your group tribe. Pretend like you are, because here's what will happen. Your students will rise to the level that you hit. Man, if you're so excited about it, your students will get pretty close. But if you're kind of excited about it, your students won't even get there. Man, you set the tone, you set the thermostat, you are the thermostat in your group. If you set it way up here, your students will rise up there and they'll be excited and they'll want to bring their friends. Every group has a chance of winning. Every group has a chance of winning this. So don't think that, well, man, they're sixth graders. No, they can't. Yes, they can. They totally can. Man, well, my guys aren't really excited. Get them excited. Let me know what I can do to help get them excited. But man, let's make this the best year ever, because here's what I believe. I believe that we're going to see more lives change through this series than we ever have before. I know that it's a silly competition, and truthfully it is. The competition is silly, but what God can do in the life of a student by just bribing them to get into church on a Wednesday night and win a trip to Silver Dollar City, I believe that can literally change their life forever. Man, so this is important. Man, please help me with anything. Again, do you have any good ideas? Let me know. The last and final thing that I want you to be aware of, and I want you to know, is that we are still signing up for youth convention. Please have your students sign up at the check-in desk for youth convention. There will be a sign-up paper, and we will have permission slips there for them to grab. They have to turn in a permission slip and turn in $80. That will cover everything except for 2 meals, going and coming. It will cover everything but that, but all the meals from Friday night until Saturday night when we get back. It's going to be an awesome trip. If you would like to go, leaders go free. So if you want to come and spend some time hearing some incredible speakers, Robert Madu and Micah, I can't remember his last name, but he was at camp with us this year. They're both going to be speaking at it. It's going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome trip, and it's free for you. So if you'd like to go, please let me know, but remind your students to sign up for youth convention. I love you guys. I appreciate you watching this whole video. If you did watch this whole video, please come and find me tomorrow on Wednesday night and tell me how good I did by running a 5K, okay? Tell me, and also bonus points and a gift card if you can tell me what I dressed up as for the 5K that I ran over the weekend. If you can tell me that, you'll get yourself a $5 Starbucks gift card. I love you guys. Have an awesome day. I will see you on Wednesday.